Emmanuel Community.
Welcome to Celebrate Aging. I'm Vicki Marthaler, your hostess here at Emmanuel Community. And today we have a guest with us, Barb Schiller, who is going to visit with us about volunteers. You're the head honcho for volunteers here at Emmanuel, and we do have a few of them, don't we?
Yep, we have 150 volunteers, and that's between the volunteers for Emmanuel, the auxiliary, there's helping hands, and senior companions. And then we do have a business in town that provides volunteers. They come during their work time, and they go over to the lamplighter once a week and do bingo.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's a
wish more
great
businesses could do that.
Yep, that would be wonderful.
Take a note.
That would be wonderful. And we have quite a few of them that come and do that. They take turns every week, so it's not like they're coming all the time. They have a rotation, and it works out great.
Well, volunteers are, of course, not paid. So why would a volunteer why do people volunteer? What do you hear from people as they come and seek you out?
Some of them, they just have extra time, and they're looking for a way to give back to the community.
Nice.
And they just get so rewarded being with people. You can't be with people and help them and not feel rewarded. That's why I like my job. I feel like I get rewarded every day. Every day you're with people.
Okay, now your job here at Emmanuel, you do have a title. Why don't you just explain a little bit about what you do?
Okay, I am one of the social workers here at Emmanuel. I also am the adult day service coordinator, and I'm the volunteer coordinator.
Okay, so let's say there's someone in town who'd like to be a volunteer, want to check out what Emmanuel opportunities there are here. Is there paperwork? Is there orientation? What?
They give me a call, and then we'll go through the intake application.
An intake application. Well, that sounds formal.
Well, I couldn't think of what else to call it. Anyway, so we'll go through, I have to do a background check.
Okay.
So you get all of that information. It will have a list of just a whole bunch of things. Do they want to do this and that and everything? There's 100 things on the checklist. Once they give me that application back, I do the background check. When the background check comes back free and clear, then they'll come in, we'll do an orientation, I'll introduce them to some of the staff, I'll give them a tour of the grounds. We have 4 different buildings here on campus. It's not just Emmanuel Nursing Home, and that can be kind of overwhelming. It's kind of nice to start in just one area instead of this whole great big campus. But we'll do an orientation, and then we do have volunteer education that they can come to quarterly. And we're always available. Staff is always available to talk and ask questions. It takes a while. I always try to tell the volunteers to give themselves time.
To get acclimated.
Yeah, because you feel kind of awkward at first, like I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
So you have to be patient with yourself and just give yourself time to get to know the routine around here, to get to know the residents. You will find residents that you just fall in love with, and you'll know, I can't wait to go see so-and-so again. I can't wait to hear, what happened with the granddaughter, did she make it to be the star in the play? Or, you just get to know them, but it takes time. And you have to give yourself time to get used to it.
Well, I know you were making a little list here of, different activities. Why don't you just kind of go over that?
Okay, so some of the things that I wrote down that we could use would be escorts, and that is going with people on their doctor appointments. You don't have to drive. You would ride with them in the Becker County Transit or Medivan or People's Express. You would just go with them to the doctor appointment. We can always use more escorts. We have people that do hair care, clerical work, deliver mail, and sometimes they'll take a resident with them when they deliver mail. They love that. Just take them out on walks if it's nice to go outside, or even just wheel them around the nursing home.
Absolutely.
They like that. There's help with bingo. You can read to the residents, write cards for them, thank you cards at Christmas time, look at magazines. Sometimes they need help turning pages at church, a simple thing, but it's not simple when you can't do it and
That's
you want to
right.
be able to see that next song. We have people that go shopping for us. We can use more shoppers. The maintenance guys can use help around the grounds, especially with spring and summer coming up. Computer, email things, special events. We've had a Hawaiian luau. That was a lot of fun. A sock hop, a beach party, a watermelon feed, the New Year's Eve party. There's always big events, and we need people to help, feed, giving them food, or just getting them back and forth to the dining room.
That is huge.
It
That
is. And you think,
huge.
well, that's such an easy thing. Well, when you've got 120 residents, it takes a long time.
80 of them need a little help to get back and
Exactly.
forth. One person doing
That's
it.
huge. So you might not feel like you're doing a lot, but you are,
Yes.
because that's huge to help get people back and forth to activities and back and forth from the
meal
dining
times.
room.
Absolutely.
Huge. And then the other thing that I kind of wanted to focus on was just to have people that come and just get to know the residents, just hang out here. Get to know them, watch TV with them, just visit with them, or just to be here. Once you're here, you kind of get to know the residents and you get to know their needs. And you don't have to have somebody telling you, okay, now you can go do this, and now you can go do that.
Right.
But just to, just come and be here with them, because the staff can always use more help.
An extra pair of hands.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
Exactly. So,
Well, there is something about learning the routine too. Even though we want the residents to be as independent as they can, there is kind of a routine, a rhythm, maybe that's a better word, a rhythm to here at the nursing home, as well as the cottage and the apartment buildings. And once people learn that rhythm, but you do have to kind of hang out, and it's okay to hang out. We got a coffee shop. You can sit down, have a cup of coffee with people.
We've got a library, the puzzle room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I said, just taking people on walks, you get to know them. Yeah, just to hang out here.
I know, for a good example too, on Tuesday afternoons here at Emmanuel, we have bingo. And there is a nice group of people. We also have men and women volunteers. We should mention that too. But there is a nice group that comes, the auxiliary actually, that likes to handle bingo. And they hang around afterwards, and they visit with each other, and they've got a little group of residents that stay afterwards and just have coffee hour.
Yep. Or if you have a special craft that you know how to do, that's a great thing. We have one of the staff members here gets a little group and they paint.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's really
And we've
neat.
had people come in and do like roll lefse and make donuts, and baking is always a good thing.
Yeah.
And we do have a lot of equipment, and of course we'll supply the food and the ingredients. So if you've got something like that you'd like to share, we'd love to work that in as well.
Absolutely.
Especially now when it's going to be nice. It is going to be nice. This wind and crazy spring will be over soon. But we do have wonderful courtyards and gardens and sidewalks, so that it's easy to take people outside and to get them some fresh air, and who doesn't love that?
And maybe you're the kind of person, maybe you don't want to be so resident-centered, but the staff needs help too. They can use help folding and stuffing envelopes, filing things. There's always
We
something
have many,
to do.
many opportunities here at Emmanuel. We are going to have an appreciation for our volunteers, and that's scheduled for...
That is April 26th at 2 o'clock right here in the Forest Conference Room. And we would love to have all of our volunteers come and join us.
Some of our volunteers, and we love each and every one of you, but some of you come every week, some of you come every day, some of you come once a month, some of you come for an event, a yearly event. So we understand that your hours are different and your needs are different, but we want to make sure that you are aware of our appreciation on the 26th. Are we sending out invitations? We are going to send out invitations, but sometimes somebody can slip through the cracks, so we hate that.
Yep.
So do know that the volunteer appreciation is in April on the 26th. It's a Thursday, right?
Yep.
And we certainly want you to attend because we appreciate you. However much time you have to give us, we love it. Now, you had a statistic about the hours.
I added up all of our volunteer hours, and I know that there's probably more because some people don't keep track of them. I had 4,000 hours last year, which was 335 hours a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, volunteers. And if you're out there and you're interested in being a volunteer at Emmanuel, Barb Schiller is who you want to connect with. Thank you and have a wonderful day.